Welcome back. Japan's prime minister says his government has no intention of changing a statement that apologizes to comfort women. They were forced into sexual service by the Japanese military during World War II. Shinzo Abe made the remarks to legislators in reference to the landmark 1993 Kono Statement on the so-called comfort women system. Nationalist politicians have been urging the government to revise the apology, arguing there is no evidence of large-scale coercion. The remarks could help pave the way for a possible meeting between Abe and South Korea's president as he tries to improve relations with Seoul. The issue of Japan's use of Chinese, Korean, and Southeast Asian women as sex slaves continues to alienate Tokyo from its neighbors nearly 70 years after the war.
An investigation is underway in the east of England after 4 people died last night in a helicopter crash. Emergency crews were called to the site in Norfolk after the helicopter crash in a field. All 4 people on board were pronounced dead at the scene. Witnesses say the civilian helicopter crashed shortly after taking off. A police spokesman refused to speculate on the cause, but he did say weather conditions were extremely foggy.
And locally again, a taxi driver was jailed for 3 months today for overcharging. As Vicky Kung reports, this is the 3rd time the driver's been convicted of similar offenses.
The court heard the cabbie had been targeting tourists. Taxi driver Wang Wei was described as a repeat offender. The Eastern Magistracy heard that the 60-year-old defendant overcharged 2 undercover police officers posing as tourists in September last year. The pair boarded his cab at the Peak tram station on Garden Road and got off at the Peak. But instead of charging them the normal fare of $42, Wong asked for $150 and was arrested. Wong had been convicted of overcharging twice before. The 2 cases happened in March last year and in November 2012. He had been jailed and fined on both occasions. Now, in the latest case, Wong has pleaded guilty to his charges. He's expressed regret for committing similar offenses. He also said he's going to give up being a taxi driver. Deputy Magistrate Lee Siu-ho criticized Wong for targeting travelers and undermining Hong Kong's reputation as a tourist hub. The starting point of the sentence is 4.5 months. Having taken into consideration Wong's guilty plea, the deputy magistrate jailed him for 3 months, and his taxi driving license was suspended for 8 months. Vicky Kong, TVB News.
Pan Democrats have been urged to accept the invitation to visit Shanghai next month. But as Stephanie Choi reports, lawmakers want to find out more about that trip before making a final decision.
The president of LegCo said today he's not sure which central government officials will meet with legislators during their trip on April 12th and 13th. He also said it's not clear yet if political reform will be on the agenda. Still, Zhang Yoxing is urging pan-democratic lawmakers who might not want to make the trip to reconsider.
It makes a lot of sense for members of the legislature to keep in touch with things going on in various parts of China, seeing the importance of the interdependence of Hong Kong and other parts of China.
Zhang added the central government's liaison office in Hong Kong has responded positively to help those lawmakers who don't have a home return permit. But he made clear the liaison office is not responsible for the issuing of those permits. Chief Executive Lun Chenying wrote in his blog that the Shanghai trip will be a good opportunity to exchange views. He urged all lawmakers to take advantage of the opportunity. And Chief Secretary for Administration Carrie Lam said she does believe political reform will be discussed during the upcoming trip. But pan-democratic lawmakers still want to know who they'll be meeting and what will be discussed in Shanghai before making their decision.
If it is proven to all concerned that the trip is meaningful and will enable us to convey the concerns and the aspirations of the Hong Kong people for universal suffrage, of course, we will take advantage of that. If the Beijing officials want to have dialogue with the pan-democrats, there is no need to go to Shanghai. We are all here
The pan-Democrats say meeting with central government officials shouldn't be seen as a goal, but as a possible means to achieving political reform for Hong Kong. They hope to meet with the legal president next Tuesday to discuss details of the trip before making their decision. Stephanie Choi, TVB News.
There is a new survey out that shows most teenagers aren't getting enough sleep at night. And as Rachel Lung reports, this dilemma can lead to all sorts of physical as well as psychological problems.
The survey by Chinese University of Hong Kong looked at the sleeping habits of 4,000 students from 14 schools in Hong Kong. It revealed that 94% of them didn't regularly get the recommended 9 hours of sleep a night. More than half complained of insufficient sleep, while 25% slept less than 7 hours nightly. And experts say not enough sleep and irregular sleeping patterns can lead to health problems and other issues.
If you have inadequate sleep, your neurocognitive function, i.e. your attention, your memory, your academic work, they will suffer. And looking at those sleeping less than 7 hours compared to those with adequate sleep, those sleeping less than 7 hours, they've got a higher blood pressure.
The research team stressed students need to know about the importance of a good night's rest. The study also showed that delaying school start time by 15 minutes can be beneficial to students' academic performances.
The effect actually, they sleep a bit more, but the effect they sleep better in terms of sleep quality, and they have more punctual, more attentive in class.
Some might think catching up sleep over the weekend will be able to make up for the lack of sleep during the week, but the research showed that it would only disrupt one's sleeping pattern. Rachel Ling, TVB News.
There will be some changes for the local team at this year's Hong Kong Rugby Sevens. For one thing, the players will be taking to the field in 2 weeks as professionals. Now our Jameson Wong joins us for more. Jameson?
Yeah, a lot of pressure and expectation. Also, there will be new coaches leading the men's and women's teams. This will be their first Hong Kong Sevens in charge, but both have been here before as players.
And that is a wrap of our news. Thanks for watching.
Good night.
Hello everyone, it was slightly cooler this morning and visibility was relatively low over parts of the territory. At 5 p.m, the northeast monsoon continued to affect the coastal areas of Guangdong. Up to 5 p.m. at the Hong Kong Observatory, temperatures ranged from 16.5 to 19.9 degrees, and the current temperature is 16 degrees Celsius. A trace amount of rainfall has been recorded since midnight. So Freddie, how's the weather tomorrow? Mainly cloudy, visibility will be relatively low in some areas. Temperatures will range from 16 to 20 degrees. There will be some sunny periods in the next 2 days. Tomorrow's air quality health index will range from low to moderate, and the maximum UV index forecast for tomorrow will be about 5. Now, here's the latest global weather update. Sunny in Shanghai, cloudy in Taipei and Xiamen. Cloudy in Guangzhou and Chengdu, foggy in Macau. Sunny in Beijing and Seoul, sunny intervals in Tokyo. Cloudy in Bangkok, sunny in Ho Chi Minh City, sunny intervals in Manila. Showers in Kuala Lumpur, Singapore and Jakarta. Sunny intervals in New Delhi and Mumbai, sunny in Karachi. Sunny in Cairo, showers in Nairobi. Sunny intervals in Brisbane, showers in Sydney, thunderstorms in Melbourne, windy in Auckland. Sunny intervals in Toronto, showers in New York. Sunny intervals in Vancouver, sunny in San Francisco and Los Angeles. Cloudy in London, Paris and Frankfurt, showers in Amsterdam, sunny intervals in Zurich. And that's the weather. Have a great evening.